August 31st, 1986. The Black Sea was calm under a warm summer night, but in minutes it would become a watery grave for over 400 souls. The SS Admiral Nakhimov, a proud Soviet passenger liner, was struck by a freighter and sank in minutes, Russia's own Titanic. Tonight, we uncover the chilling story of the Admiral Nakhimov, a tragedy that still echoes across the Black Sea. The SS Admiral Nakhimov was a symbol of Soviet elegance, a passenger liner that once carried tourists along the warm shores of the Black Sea. Built in 1925 in Germany as the SS Berlin, she had been repurposed after World War II and renamed to honor a Russian admiral. By the summer of 1986, the Admiral Nakhimov was one of the last grand liners of the Soviet Union, ferrying passengers on holiday cruises between the port cities of Novorossiysk and Sochi. On the night of August 31st, she carried 897 people, vacationers, families, and crew, returning from a summer holiday. The night was warm and the sea calm as the Admiral Nakhimov steamed through the darkness. Passengers danced in the lounges, children played in the corridors, and the bar was alive with laughter and music. It was an evening of peace and celebration, until everything changed in an instant. At 11:12 p.m., the freighter Pyotr Vasev loomed out of the darkness. Despite repeated radio calls and frantic signals, the Pyotr Vasev did not alter course. In a chilling echo of earlier maritime tragedies, the two ships were on a collision course, and there was no time to change fate. The impact was devastating. The freighter's bow tore into the Admiral Nakhimov's starboard side, opening a massive hole in her hull. Water poured in, flooding the engine rooms and cabins in seconds. Panic spread through the ship like wildfire. Some passengers were thrown from their bunks by the force of the collision, while others rushed for the decks, their screams echoing in the night. The crew tried to launch lifeboats, but the ship was already listing heavily. In less than 8 minutes, the Admiral Nakhimov was gone, swallowed by the Black Sea's cold depths. Those who managed to leap into the water clung to wreckage in the darkness, their cries lost in the warm night air. The rescue operation was chaotic and desperate. Ships and helicopters rushed to the scene, pulling hundreds from the water. But for over 400 passengers and crew, there was no rescue. Only the quiet, suffocating dark of the sea. The disaster was a devastating blow to the Soviet Union. It was the worst maritime tragedy in Russian waters since World War II, a horrifying reminder that even in times of peace, the sea can turn deadly in an instant. In the days that followed, divers descended into the wreck. They found cabins filled with silt and silence, the ship's elegant halls now home to shadows. Personal belongings lay scattered, children's toys, books, a violin case, haunting reminders of lives cut short. The collision was blamed on human error, an unwillingness to change course, a fatal mix of arrogance and complacency. Official reports named the freighter's captain, Viktor Tkachenko, as responsible for ignoring repeated warnings and failing to slow his ship. Yet for the families of the dead, blame did little to ease the pain. The Black Sea had claimed their loved ones, and no words could bring them back. Today, the Admiral Nakhimov rests 45 meters below the surface, her broken hull a silent witness to that final night. Divers say her decks are still, the laughter and music of her last passengers replaced by the cold silence of the deep. The story of the Admiral Nakhimov is a testament to the fragility of human plans and the unforgiving power of the sea. It is a story of lives lost in minutes, of final goodbyes never spoken, and of a tragedy that echoes across generations. Thank you for listening to The Sunken Ledger. Subscribe for more true tales from the depths.